was a dumb call. And then they were in field goal range, if I remember correctly. It was stupid. What are you paying for LaShawn McCoy for? You went out and got him, use him. That's what you have running backs for. Yo, what's good? It's your boy MJ Nelson. I am back with another episode of The Motion Sports Brief, episode 17. Or at least I think it is. But today we have a longer episode, so I'm going to try to get through as much as possible. If it's closer or if it's over the normal time, I apologize in advance. But we got a lot to cover. Today's featured musical selection comes from me and my bro Chris, which are known as Lifelines. It is an unreleased track. If you guys like it, let us know in the comment section and we'll release it. We'll probably re-record it, remaster it, or whatever. It is titled Villainous Rhythm. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. But for the lineup today, we have Zion Williamson. We have Patrick Mahomes. We're going to talk LA Rams. We're going to talk about a local school here in St. Louis in the midst of some drama. And we're going to talk about the ass butter team of the week. So let's jump into the content. So let's start off with Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson has actually injured himself again. This man has been injured a few times thus far. He's only 19 and he's been injury riddled. Injury riddled? I don't know what that is, but he's been injured a bunch as of late. So he was injured in high school, injured in college, as you've seen him blow through his shoe, injured in the preseason, injured in the summer league as well. So right now, he's looking very injury prone. He's definitely having the talent because he's been killing the summer league with averaging 26 points. That's crazy in itself. So he's definitely talented enough to be in the NBA, but also he's too heavy. Like Derrick Rose is a prime example. Has a high vertical, was a monster, slasher, killing it, but the knees gave out on him. Zion is much heavier than that. All right, dude is 6'6", 285. I'm like, look, I understand I'm not a small guy either. I F around and I tear my meniscus jumping over a piece of paper. You hear me? So if I'm lighter than Zion and I can do that, imagine what his knees are screaming, please help me, help me. So Buddy got to lose some weight. He's definitely too heavy to be trying to play that style of basketball. He needs to develop a jumper if he wants to play at that weight. If not, his career not going to last that long, or he won't reach the status that he should. But we're going to pray for a speedy recovery for him. Hopefully the Pelicans can find another leader. Well, not leader. Like, they do have Drew Holiday. But somebody got to step up to sell them tickets. You hear me? So, let's move on. Pat Mahomes. So, Pat Mahomes also injured his knee last Thursday against the Broncos. It was on a 4th and 1 QB sneak. It was a stupid play call. They were already up like 20-6. It was a dumb call. And then they were in field goal range, if I remember correctly. It was stupid. What are you paying for LaShawn McCoy for? You went out and got him, use him. That's what you have running backs for. Think, guys. He was already messed up his ankle week 1, so he hasn't really healed. And you're going to throw him out there on a QB sneak and lo and behold, messed up his knee. That's what happens when you compensate for injuries. So I don't know why they ran that play. You could have ran Tyreek on a wide receiver reverse or tried something if you were trying to be sneaky. But terrible move. He's out for 3 weeks, so it's not worse. It could be much worse. So, hey, let's pray for him. Speedy recovery for you, get back on that field. So, excuse me. So you guys can continue your dominant season. But let's jump into the LA Rams. So Los Angeles actually traded Marcus Peters to the Baltimore Ravens. In return, they went out and got Jalen Ramsey. So they sacrificed 2 first-round picks for this coming offseason and the one following. And then they also gave up a 4th-round pick. So that was a hefty price tag for it, but it's worth it when you're getting a top 3 corner in the game. I think he's top 3. He locks up his side. He talks that talk, and now you're pairing him with Aaron Donald. So it's worth it. You definitely needed it with Aqib Talib being down. So that's definitely a great addition to the team. But it's gonna get a little tricky because you just paid Jared Goff all that money and he's playing like ass. And you're gonna have to pay these other guys. Like eventually Aaron Donald's gonna have to get paid again. Ramsey's about to get paid again. Well, he's about to actually get paid the first time within the next 2 years. And then you got a bunch of guys that are emerging as talent on that defense. So, hey, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all about to have to spend some bread. Enjoy yourselves. But it's also crazy that people out here saying free Blake Bortles. Bruh, last year they was slandering that man when he played for the Jaguars. So, Jared Goff, you must be garbage. If you got people saying free Blake Bortles and throw him in, that's wild. But I digress. So, let's move on to the next topic. A team here in St. Louis, Missouri is under heavy fire, and rightfully so. There was an issue last year in their state championship game, or sometime in the tournament, where the running back, I'm not going to use names, was actually ejected from the game, and he had to serve a 1-game suspension. That suspension would have took place this year, in this season, I should say. Excuse me, I'm also recovering from a cold. But basically what happened during that first game, the player that was supposed to be suspended for the game was told to put on another jersey of a freshman. This was number 24. He played that game, had a great game. They ended up winning. And then he returned next week to his same number. So basically what happened with this is that someone ended up telling, I believe it came from the school or something like that, that this was going on. You noticed the tattoos and whatnot, and the whole team's going down. So they fired the coach, fired the whole coaching staff, and the players cannot play anymore. They have to forfeit all their games. They have to forfeit their season, so they're done. With me playing football when I was in high school for a period of time, I know what it takes to get into those games with the two-a-days and with the 2 days in July, mind you. And then just overall all the work it takes and the care for your body you have to put into it. So I'm praying for y'all that y'all find strength. To the seniors, go out there next year and kill it, whatever college you're going to. And to the rest of y'all, just come back as hungry as you were this year. I'm praying for y'all strength. But let's jump forward. Let's go into the ass butter team of the week. We have 2 contestants this week, and they both were pretty trash last week. So first up, Los Angeles Rams. The Los Angeles Rams, they ended up losing to the San Francisco 49ers 20-7 last week. But the other contestant is the Tennessee Titans. They played the Denver Broncos, and they got their asses whooped. Goose egg to 16. So you already know whose winner is for this week. It is the Tennessee Titans. Trash. Like, they so bad, they benched Mariota and put in Ryan Tannehill. My guy. If the Dolphins didn't want Ryan Tannehill, what are y'all doing with him? So it's a dumpster fire up there in Tennessee. You guys deserve it. So enjoy it. Embrace this award because you earned it. You are this week's Ass Butter Team of the Week. Enjoy yourselves. But that's all for this episode of the Motion Sports Brief. I've been your host, MJ Nelson. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Put my Nikes on the table, meaning check please. It's ironic cause can't nobody check me. I'm like Jordan in his prime, go figure. Feel like I'm repping the same bars as every other. I'm really tired of so-called rappers claiming hip-hop, cause what y'all really spitting is some lame pop. I guess I'm saying this just to be in, but now